Cleveland Police Constable PC Christopher Lowerson really is an absolute moron, as he thought the best way to break the ice with his ex-girlfriend, whose relationship was falling apart, was to disclose personal information about another man. Information he obtained whilst he was on duty as a police officer in a sensitive environment. Although it appears the information was relatively minor, as in he seems to have told his ex that another man couldn't join the gym, it was still information that he shouldn't have been sharing. He is also said to have told his ex that the police force had horrendous information on the man, and that he stated Mr. A, which is what they've called the man, wouldn't live a normal life with Cleveland police around, and was seen with his child when he shouldn't have been. Of course, the misconduct panel was told how Lowerson was going through difficulties in his personal life at the time. Well, it wouldn't be a misconduct hearing for police if mental health wasn't thrown into the mix somewhere, would it? Ben Teague, representing PC Lowerson, said, "This is an officer who was going through, at the time, a very difficult relationship breakdown. It was tough to say the least. He had to endure various insults from his ex-partner. Concerns as to his ability to deal with his children. It's with that in mind, he made a very brief and very narrowing disclosure by way of an icebreaker in order to try and find some common ground in conversation." The hearing heard how PC Lowerson understood he had breached data protection and received a caution on February the 8th. He also accepted during the misconduct hearing on Wednesday that his behaviour amounted to gross misconduct. It was alleged that by disclosing the information he had breached the confidentiality and discreditable conduct standards of the standards of professional behaviour. A second allegation relating to him receiving the caution for knowingly or recklessly disclosing personal data, breaching the discreditable conduct standard of the standards of professional behaviour. The misconduct hearing was chaired by Cleveland Police's Chief Constable Mark Webster, who said he was satisfied that both allegations amounted to gross misconduct. He said that the information for a professional purpose being disclosed as an icebreaker is a use outside public expectation and undermines public confidence. He said, Mr. A, the man whose info was disclosed, has been affected by the disclosure. Mr. Teague, I don't know, urged Police Constable Webster to hand his client a final written warning, which lasts for up to 5 years, instead of dismissing him. He described the incident as a one-off and an isolated error of judgment, which is highly unlikely to be repeated again. Mr. Teague, told the hearing how there was no intent and no malice, and he did not intend to cause Mr. A any harm. He said it was quite frankly a very foolish thing to do at a moment where he clearly had no foresight. Lowerson is said to have made full admission of his actions and wanted to make it clear that he had done wrong. However, thankfully, this doesn't seem to wash, as Chief Constable Mark Webster chose to send Lowerson packing, P45 in hand. Chief Constable Webster said, "You subsequently volunteered that information to another outside the police service without any policing purpose to do so. It is clear from the start time that you received a warning as to the sensitivity of the information when you were in the Sex Offenders Management Unit." He said that representation was made on PC Lowerson's behalf, that the public would not consider this as serious if they were to understand all the facts. However, my view is that's very unlikely to be the case, he said. Trust is fundamental and non-negotiable, and it's easily lost with incidents such as these. He said he had taken into account PC Lowerson's service record and that there was no other incidents. Well, to be fair, normally when Plod has what they call an unblemished record, they're given a warning. So I am shocked that this has resulted in a dismissal. But to be fair, any information held by police on someone else, which is generally a lot, should never be divulged to third parties without good reason. I mean, I'm not even in the police, and I never tell others what people talk to me about. Especially running this channel, I get told all sorts of things. But there's a fundamental difference between me and the police. And it's not that they're a business and I'm not. It's the fact that I genuinely do have integrity and respect for others. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.